You want to build an app in 2026, but you don't want to spend $1 until you have users. Most free tools hide the good stuff behind a paywall. Today, I'm going to show you the 5 tools that will actually let you start building and launching for $0. And at the end, I'm going to show you a step-by-step tool to make sure that you can pick the right tool for your business or idea. Again, there's a free guide down below how to pick the right tech, so let's begin. The first tool that we're going to be talking about is tried and true Flutterflow. If I'm just getting started with no code and I want to have a sprinkle of AI on top of it, this is the platform that I go with. I have tons of guides and tons of videos to get started step by step. But bottom line, if you're trying to create a mobile first application and use the power of AI, that's what I'm going to use, Flutterflow. Now you might be saying, hey, wait a minute, Doc. I'm scared of a database. I don't know how to connect everything. I feel overwhelmed. Got you covered. DreamFlow is made by the team from Flutterflow, and this will allow you to scale quicker and allow you to kind of use something like ChatGPT so you can go from text to app in just a few minutes. You have all the bells and whistles or things that you would want for Flutterflow, but this allows you to start a little bit quicker with AI first. And when you're ready, you can start migrating or thinking about Flutterflow after that. In the comment section down below, have you ever used DreamFlow or Flutterflow? Let me know. The next tool we're going to go into is Lovable. This is a tool that we use quite a bit around here, but this allows you to go to 0 to 1 very quickly and validate your ideas and create all different types of applications. We use this for our clients. We use this for ourselves internally. And if you're an agency owner or you want to be an agency owner and you want to use N8N or other automation platforms and actually be able to charge month over month for your clients, you can be using something like a combination of Lovable and N8N. If you want to know more about that, let me know down in the description or just in the comment section, and we'll get you fired up on this. Now, something that is very similar, but at the same time very different, it's Replit. I would say it's as easy to use as Lovable, but you can do a lot more with Lovable, or not a lot more, just different things. What do I mean by that? Well, you can use it to create websites, mobile applications. You can create games with this, uh, data visualization. The list goes on and on with this. I would just say depends on the functionality and what you're looking for, but the ease of use would be Replit or Lovable. Again, stay to the end because what we're going to do is show you how to pick the right application based on what you're trying to do in just a little bit. So we went through Flutterflow, DreamFlow, Lovable, Replit, and now let's talk about a sleeper. For years, I've been talking about this platform, BuildBox. If I'm trying to create an application and I want to scale it, you can start with BuildBox and you can start for free. I cannot tell you this is the only platform I would use if I'm serious about putting this in the App Store and scaling my business and I can start for free. I would go with BuildBox. They're always having sales. That's what I would look at. Now, there's another platform called Rosebud AI. If I want to vibe code and just start testing out video games and kind of doing it through an interface like ChatGPT, that's what I would use. It's very limited, but it's a lot of fun. There's a whole ecosystem where you can remix different games and you can just start working on the mechanics. Very interesting. But if I'm really looking to scale, I'm going to be using BuildBox. And what are we going to look at for the 5th spot for the app that I would use in 2026? It's an application called Gadget. If you haven't heard about it, it allows you to create web apps very quickly. But this is something that I really want to stress. If you're trying to create a profitable business or an idea, go for a platform or a marketplace that is already making money. Bottom line, Gadget is really their bread and butter is making applications for Shopify stores. Why does this matter? If you're trying to break into this industry and make money, go where people actually have money to spend. If you're in the Shopify ecosystem, in the marketplace, you're going to be targeting an audience that already has a store, an e-commerce store, and they're trying to get better. They're trying to make more sales, etc. You can be building on the back of that and building it with Gadget. It starts for free. So If you want to know more and how I would create an agency in 2026 to make seven figures, let me know in the comment section down below. But this is what I would really look for. Look at a platform that you can grow with. Look at a different, an option that might have a directory, a marketplace, all those things, an expert program, and I would start there. Anyway, I digress. These are the 5 platforms that I would use to get started for free to start making money. Now, let's talk about right here the AI app builder landscape. What we have here is allowing you to decide where do you need to go to create your application and your idea. So let's zoom in real quick to this section right here for the simple project. So most entrepreneurs should start here. You should solve one business problem, then build an MVP first, validate after scaling, and then focus on outcomes. That's what you really need to do. So if you're going to solve one business problem, what is it? Is it something found in sales? Are you targeting window cleaners? Are you going after pressure washers, laundromats, electricians? Who are you going after? Maybe it's an e-commerce business. Whatever it is, you have to think about what problem are you solving. Now, based on that, you're going to pick a platform that allows you to build out that feature. So in the comment section down below, what are you going to choose? What are you going to plan to solve? That allows you to pick the right platform for you. There is not a one size fits all throughout all of these different platforms. Now, the other thing that I want to mention is depending on where you are, if you're a novice, you're just getting started and you don't know about databases, you feel overwhelmed, where should you start? We're going to start more on the vibe coding section here. And so we would go more towards the lovables, the replits, things like that. Now, if I'm more technical and I want to go for more scaling and customization in building that way, that's where we're going to be landing more towards a gadget or a Flutterflow in that area. So in the comment section down below, let me know what your experience is and what you're trying to do. And then also based on this, we looking at simple projects. So if we're looking at this axis right here, we're looking for simple projects to production apps. If we look at simple products and closer to vibe coding, we're going to look towards the landing pages, internal apps, calculators, directories, more basic. If we're going to go higher up towards the production apps, that's where we can create those software as a service, or SWAS, software with a service, or a customer platform, a CRM, things like that. It really depends on where you are that will allow you to pick the right path for you in what you're trying to create. In the comment section down below, let me know what are you trying to create and what do you need help with. If you like videos like this, make sure you like and subscribe. We do this every single week, and I'll see you in the next video.